Saturn is sitting and he's saying, you need a strong foundation. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to my bedroom, and welcome back to another episode of me. Today's video is going to be on the Saturn return. We have a Saturn return starting today. Today is June 4th all the way up until October. I don't remember exactly what day, but I know it's lasting for about four months, a little bit over 4 months. Now, before I go any further in describing how Saturn retrograde works, please hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not. It really does help me out. And I am slowly but surely growing on the internet, and I really appreciate the support. When Saturn retrogrades, it's a very karmic period. Saturn is the planet of limitations. It represents restrictions, discipline, structure. It also represents like big organizations that represent structure, so monarchies, governments, represents foundations, limitations, those very difficult and hard areas. Because when you get your Saturn right, when you're working with Saturn and you're building something, that's how you grow and achieve things. That's how you get status. Saturn, it wants status. It wants to be high up in the ranks, and it wants to be well recognized for it and what it's built for it. So whenever any planet retrogrades, this isn't the time to push forward, to try anything new. Retrogrades are all about reassessing. It's all about revisiting what you've been doing. It's all about reorganizing yourself, regrounding your internal self, looking at your physical world in your internal self and saying, hey, like, these are the areas that can improve. Okay. So retrogrades are all about coming back to center and reevaluating what's going on around you. Now, Saturn retrograding would be like the alpha retrograde because it's all about refining itself. It's all about what am I committed to, because it rules commitments. What am I disciplined to? What are my boundaries? What is it that I am? What is my foundation? Saturn is that foundation. Saturn is Big Jefe. It's grandpa. He's checking his list and he's checking it twice. Okay, so when Saturn retrogrades, these areas that you may be working on, and when I say working on, it could be whatever you're trying to build for yourself, because Saturn is foundation, and that could be anything, whatever that means to you. You may find some delays. Okay, this isn't the time, I know I just said this, but this isn't the time to try anything new, to change anything. It's all about refining, revisiting, and seeing where I can improve. Like I said, Saturn return, it causes a lot of delays, a lot of changes, unexpected, but being resistant to it isn't gonna get you anywhere. Being adaptable is key here, because you need to be able to reassess what needs to change. If you're getting a lot of resistance in a certain area, maybe that's a sign to reevaluate and change whatever it is. When Saturn retrogrades, because Saturn also rules karma gets sorted out during this time. So what have you been doing? Now, if you want to take a look at your chart and to figure out how this transit will be affecting you, right now we have Saturn retrograding in Aquarius. You want to take a look at your chart and you want to see where Saturn, what house Saturn is in, and that'll be the theme that will be elevated. Now, Saturn retrogrades will bring a lot of delays and difficulties, but in the end, it causes a level up. It causes some improvement. If you adapt and go with the flow and reassess and fix whatever that needs to be fixed and improve and make the changes. You can take a look in your chart and see where you have Saturn, and also see where you have Capricorn, because Saturn is ruled by Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. And then you also want to take a look at Aquarius, because this transit that we're going through, Saturn is in Aquarius. And you look at these areas in your chart, or just think about, maybe in the past 6 months, a year, whatever it is that you've been working on, whatever it is that you're trying to build for yourself, any area, however you communicate. Saturn also is all about career, so maybe this is affecting you in your workspace. It could be even relationships. It really depends. It's situational. It's gonna affect everybody differently. Karma gets sorted out here. So what actions have you taken in the past, and where has it gotten you? Has it been rewarding? Has it not been rewarding? So some questions I want you to think about is, what kind of actions have you taken in the past? Where has those actions gotten you? Have they been rewarding? Are they not rewarding? How have you been doing overall? What have you been working on? What is something that you're building? What is something that you're trying to learn? And do those things need to be restructured, or do they need to be changed completely? Now, Aquarius is a rebellious sign. Even though in old astrology, Aquarius is ruled by Saturn, some people say Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. I think there's a little bit of truth in both. So Saturn in Aquarius is saying, hey, I'm rebellious. Hey, I don't like how shit is going down, and it's innovative. So maybe this is the time to look at those areas and take an innovative approach to figure out exactly what isn't working and how to flip it, how to make it shake, maybe make it shake. Does it need to be restructured? Does it need to be changed completely? What new approaches can you take to ensure longevity in your projects or personal life? Because Saturn is all about building a strong foundation. Saturn isn't a personal planet. It's one of the outer planets, so it does affect more on a societal level. So we'll definitely be seeing structures being shaken up, being tested. People may be resisting, people who are currently in those roles of power. Saturn also does represent government, so we may be seeing the government restricting. I don't really see the government really reassessing itself. I mean, maybe, you see California, for example, they realize slavery really fucked black people over. I know this is obviously, but and now they're trying to make a bill to for some sort of reparations. That's the word. So it could be something like that. Of course, governments are different everywhere, states, locally. So I don't want to say like, oh, on the big overall federal. But what I'm trying to get at is it really depends, because are you actually reassessing, this in this situation that I brought up in this government, they're reassessing what happened in the past and they're realizing they need to change it. They're taking an innovative approach. Okay. They're taking Aquarius is also all about for the people. So they're taking an approach that benefits society. Aquarius is all about society and community. Now, Saturn is also, I don't want to say it's a greed planet, but it wants status. So financially doing that doesn't benefit the people who are at the top. I hate to say it, but it's true. So we might also see governments that are holding on to finances or holding on to policies that benefit them, but eventually karma, right? Because Saturn rules karma. So we might see people rebelling, which we've already been seeing in a lot of protests in the last few years. Or maybe we'll see the public take a innovative approach. I'm not really a predictor. Like, I'm not really like the type of astrologer that's like, hey, these things are gonna happen for sure. That's not really my MO. It's just educating you and being able to have a better idea of the energy that's surrounding you, so you have a better idea of how to navigate it and how to come out on top in your own personal lives. I know my limit and I know my purpose, and that's what I want, to educate people. I know I just went on a tangent, but I hope that made sense. Please let me know down below. But yes, you need a strong foundation. Saturn is sitting and he's saying, you need a strong foundation. Now, the commitments that you've made, what boundaries have you made for yourself? And are those boundaries that you've made limiting you, holding you back? Or are they actually helping you progress and build forward or move forward? Like I said, Saturn is a difficult planet. It makes things hard. It causes delays. Saturn is testing you. Saturn knows that anything that's worth having is worth a fight, okay? And it's not gonna give up. And it may be hard to see your goal, the fruits of your labor. Keep going at it. Make a change. Make the changes that need to be changed. Sit with yourself and really reassess the questions that I asked. Maybe I'll write them down in the description box so you have them and really can think about it. Don't try anything new. Sit your ass down and just focus. Because if you try anything new, you resist this energy, it's not going to work out in your favor. But really take this time for introspection. Just like a Mercury retrograde, just like a Venus retrograde, it's no different. It's just a lot broader. But it could be specific depending on what house that it's affecting you. You gotta keep striding forward to see the goal or the outcome that you want to have. Now, Saturn doesn't really like to go with the flow. It likes things to go in order. Aquarius has a fixed sign, meaning that it doesn't like change. So I can definitely see a lot of resistance happening. on a societal level, on an individual level, because you really need to be adaptable when Saturn retrogrades, because Saturn is literally saying, hey, these things need to change. And when I say things that need to change, I'm not saying like, oh my God, like here's the answer. Like you might lose things. Things might not go your way during this time. Things aren't gonna go your way this time. You might lose relationships, you might lose your job, you might lose things. Be patient and be adaptable and realize, okay, well maybe I lost my job, but it wasn't aligned with me to begin with. And now I have the opportunity to find a job that actually does align with me and to not panic. Or maybe this relationship, it's been rocky, but I know that if we work in these areas that we can improve it. Or maybe it's the opposite. Maybe these trial and tribulations are teaching you that you don't want to continue it. But being adaptable, being introspective is really what's key here. So for the next 4 months, while Saturn is retrograding, it's not the time to push forward and to try anything new. Just like any retrograde, right? But yeah, like I said, take a look at your chart, see where Saturn is in your chart, where you have Aquarius and Capricorn in your chart, because I'm saying Aquarius because Aquarius is what Saturn is in currently. And take a look and see what area, so you know exactly where this is going to be affecting you, because that is where you're going to find things to be difficult, but it'll be very rewarding, and this is where you're going to level up. All right, I hope that video was helpful. I hope you feel inspired and ready to probably not, but I hope you feel inspired and ready to take this Saturn retrograde by storm. And please subscribe to my channel if you're not. It really does help me out. I'm growing, like I said. And if you like this video, if I forgot anything, comment down below. Let me know. Let me know your thoughts on Saturn retrogrades. Where is Saturn in your chart? I will respond and let y'all know exactly what to look out for. But thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate it, especially if you watched it to the end. It really does mean a lot to me, and I love seeing your comments. Don't get emotional, Emmy. It really does mean a lot to me, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful when I get 10 views or 50 or more. It doesn't matter. I'm grateful. So have a great rest of your day, and hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Okay, bye.